I'm sorry. Okay, I'm continuing the previous class now. Okay, regarding this unfair trade practices. A businessman, he has to look after his business. Okay, whatever the goods that he is dealing, he has to sell the goods. And whatever it may be, the services that he is giving, he has to tell the services, all these things he has to. But some people, some sellers, what they're doing is, without seeing their business, what they are doing is they are just giving false or misleading information regarding the other businessman, regarding the other businessman, what goods he is dealing, what services he is giving, all these things. It is not a genuine thing. It is not a genuine thing. Why? Because a businessman, he has to concentrate on his business, but he should not give false or misleading information regarding the goods and services of another businessman. This is one of the unfair trade practice that we come across. And another thing is publishing in newspapers, various newspapers, about the commodities what he is having, about the branches what he is having, about the prices what he is going to give. Okay, people they'll know that people when they are going, they are not blind. They can able to see, they can able to get information, whatever it may be, and whenever they require, they will go to that. Having branches in different places is not a blunder. I do agree that there should be branches. Thereby, the people of different localities they can go to the nearby branches and they can get their commodities or services, whatever they require. But some people, what they're doing is, okay, they are taking into account the advertisement. Okay, they are giving advertisement in newspapers, in big pages, in big pages, and naturally they'll incur some expenditure, advertisement expenditure. And this expenditure, what they are doing is they are distributing to the various branches. And after distribution of various branches, automatically what will happen is the expenditure will come down. The advertisement expenditure will come down. And the branches, what they are doing is, again, they are not taking that advertisement expenditure into their books. What they are doing is, they are just calculating and they are including that in the products, in the goods or services, whatever it may be. Thereby, what will happen is, when you add an expenditure, additional expenditure to the actual expenditure, automatically the expenditure part will increase. When they want the profit amount, when they don't want to lose their profit amount, whatever it may be, okay, they have to increase the prices. And when any customer, when they go to that place and when they want any commodity, they are saying that this is the price. Okay, so those people they'll ask, you see, last time we came and we saw something and you are telling something. No, no, madam. No, no, sir. Okay, automatically due to some problem and this fluctuations, the prices have to be increased and we have to increase the prices. Like that, what they are telling is that increasing the prices and they're telling. This is one type of unfair trade practice. Okay, this is one type of unfair trade practice. Don't be of that opinion that only rich people will come to you. Okay, there are low middle class, upper middle class, and poor people also they will come. And they will procure the money, okay, and they want to purchase a commodity. So when the prices are increasing, how can they afford for that? How can they purchase that? They cannot. But thing is, okay, behind the screen, all these things are going on. Okay, before the screen we are having and we are not doing anything like that. They are telling cock and bull stories. But behind the screen, all these activities they are conducting. And this thing is nothing but an unpaid trade practice, and this must be restricted by the people. And in most of the cases, even though the products are sold by the people, by the businessman, okay, at their presence, it will work. At their presence, it will work. And when you bring home and when you want to just use that, it won't. It will reveal the defects. And why it is not working? There it is working. Why it is not? I have brought that in a careful manner to my house and I just want to use that, but it is not used. Automatically, the customer, you will get a doubt. The consumer, you will get a doubt whether I purchased a genuine product, whether the seller he had given me a genuine product or not. That thing also we have to take into account. Okay, so these types of small practices we have to control. These types of unfair trade practices we have to control. For that reason only, the Consumer Protection Act came into existence. It will give much emphasis for the consumers. It won't take into account the sellers. And mind it that a seller of a commodity is a consumer of another commodity. When you are deceiving this consumer, you will automatically be deceived by others. This is nothing but a chain of action. Okay, this chain of action, it should be broken. And the seller, when he is selling, he must also think that I am a buyer of another product. If I came across like this, okay, if I'm subjected to this unfair trade practice, okay, I should not continue this. But thing is, people they are not taking that into account. People they are not taking that into account. Okay, I'm deceived, so I should deceive another person. That is the nature that people they are having at present. And this thing it should be curtailed. It should be controlled. Okay, this type of unfair trade practices. And one more thing is, okay, when you advertise in newspapers, persons who read the newspapers or who go through the newspapers, okay, they'll come to know that, array, we can bargain the prices. We can bargain the prices in that shop. Like that, he will think and he will go to the shop and he wants, okay, if he wants any commodity, he'll go and, okay, he'll ask what is the price. Okay, they will tell that. So I saw in newspaper that the price is nothing but a bargainable price like that. No, sir, sorry. No, that is in the newspaper, they're telling one thing. And when you go to the actual spot, you are seeing something. This type of things you should not. And I saw in so many brochures, okay, this is the price. They'll cut off that and they'll write another price. If any person by seeing that advertisement, if he goes, then he will be okay. He will become a fool because they're only for advertisement purpose. And suppose if any person asks, okay, again, what they will tell is an invitation to offer is not an offer. An invitation to offer is not an offer. So it is just only an invitation you are giving. So basing on that, why should you come? If we give at that price, we will be duped. So sorry, it is not like that. So this type of malpractices, unpaid trade practices must be controlled. And these unpaid trade practices are controlled only by the Consumer Protection Act. When you go for this monopoly business, okay, one man show, a single man business, okay, for some commodities you can go for monopoly, but not for all the products. And there should not be any price differentiation. Whether he may be a pauper or a prince, you have to tell the same price. But most of the people, they are not doing this. For pauper, they are selling and they are telling one price, and for prince, they are telling one price. That is, you will come across price differentiation. So when you come across this price discrimination and when you come across this monopolies, the central government and the state government people, they brought an act, MRTP Act, that is Monopolies Trade Restrictive Trade Practice Act. MRTP, Monopolies Restrictive Trade Practice Act. With that, what happened is the businesses of monopolies, they were completely ruined. Whatever it may be, the price that you are going to tell, you must tell to all the people the same price. You should not see the variation or discrimination. Like that, they told all these things. Next, offering of gifts and prizes. Yeah, some people, they are doing this thing. They'll offer. When you go and purchase a commodity, they'll take your phone number, they'll take your address, okay, everything they'll take. And if you ask them, why you are taking all these things, what for? We paid the cash and we are getting the goods, but why you are asking us about the telephone numbers and addresses, all those things? No, no, sir, we are going to take a draw. And when your number, we had given a token number over there, coupon number. And when you get this coupon in the draw, we are going to give some prizes. For that purpose, we are taking. Yeah, good. But do you mean to say that those people, they are going to give whatever you want? No. Whatever you are having in your house, they are giving that. They are giving that. When you just declare a price, you have to stand for that. You have to give. You have to give that. But you should not give, okay, the things what you are having in your house. This is nothing but an unpaid trade practice. And another thing is lotteries, games of chance, skills, all these things, skills, they are nothing but part and parcel of this small practices. Okay, when you go to a shop, you'll come across 1+1 offer. 1+1 offer. People, when they see that, array, when we purchase, we are going to get another thing. Like that, people they'll think. But thing is, it is bluntly not there. It's bluntly useless. If you purchase one commodity, they won't give whatever commodity you choose. They'll give some other things. They'll give some other thing. What is that? When you tell that 1+1 offer, you have to give that. Okay, even then, if you ask, okay, what they will do is, okay, cleverly, whatever it may be the price that was of the second product, that is free commodity, they will include that in the first one. Thereby they are getting profit. Thereby they are getting profit. There won't be any loss for the businessman or for the seller. If you keep a scheme, 1+1 offer, you have to stand for that. Okay, when you go for dresses and when you go for ice creams, okay, ice cream, they'll give 1+1 offer scheme. Why they have to give 1+1 offer scheme? I don't understand. Because they are having ample stock with them and they don't know how to move this stock. And every businessman and every seller's main idea is, I have to remove the stock. That is, I have to encash the stock. When I can encash the stock, automatically I can go and place a fresh order. So let us throw the stock to the people. So like that, they will take into account these schemes. Whatever it may be, the schemes that you come across, it is nothing but an unfair trade practice, not more than that. And the opinion of the people, the opinion of the consumers is entirely different. I think we are getting 1+1 offer. When we purchase one dress, we are going to get one dress. Like that, the people will think. But thing is, in actual practice, when you purchase a dress, you will get a small bunion or a short or any other things, which was not required by the consumer. The consumer, what he will think is, if I purchase this dress, I can choose another dress and I can take along with that. Like that, the opinion of the consumer will be, but the opinion of the seller, it will be different. Whatever it may be, the stock that was there, they left with them. Okay, they want to throw that. That is the closing stock. We can say that the closing stock they want to remove and they want to encash. When they are having abundant stock, okay, they won't give much importance for the price, for the amount. Let it go, let it go. Even you get 1 rupee or 10 rupees or 100 rupees, okay, let it go, let it go. Like that, they'll think in their mind. Thereby, what will happen is they can encash and the stock will go away and they can go for fresh stock. In the textile mills, when you go for Bombay or Ahmedabad, when you go for textile mills and when they are manufacturing cloth, okay, there, whenever the small mistake comes in the cloth manufacturing, then they'll cut and they will go for fresh one. And what they will do with this, they will sell that defective stock. Defective stock. The name what they give is defective stock. So as early as possible, the defective stock will come. So what other people they will do is, wherever the mistake it had done, that portion they'll cut off and the remaining things they will sell that. That's why if you go for Bombay, Ahmedabad, okay, you will get the clothes. You will get the clothes on the road, like how you get groundnuts and batanis here. Because they are having the mills. They are having the mills and whatever it may be, the defective stock that you come across, they'll cut that and the remaining portion, they'll stitch that and they'll sell that. And even in Secunderabad area, railway station area also, you'll come across different garments of different sizes. Okay. So from where these cloths are coming, from where these garments are coming, that is this thing only. So this is also an unfair trade practice. They want to mint money, they want to get more profit. Even on wastage also, they want to get more profits. Okay. Next. Okay. Permits the supply, means sale or supply of goods intended to use or of a kind likely to be used for consumers, knowing or having reason to believe that the goods do not comply with the standards prescribed with the competent authority relating to performance composition. This is the worst thing that we come across always. Okay. Making permits to supply the goods to the consumers, permits the supply of goods to the consumers, of commodities, of goods. Okay, even though they are not of that, even though they are not of that quality, they'll create that. They'll create that they are up to the standards and you can use them. You can do some performance with those commodities and goods. Like that, they'll create. So with that creation, automatically what will happen is consumers will come forward to purchase that. Even though it is not relevant to him, even though it is not relevant to him, he'll come forward because he is giving that opinion and he is giving that guarantee that you can do this. If not tomorrow, if not today, tomorrow we can use that. So why don't we go and purchase and why don't we keep that? Okay, they don't take into account the performance of whether the goods are in good condition or not. They won't take into account. Somehow rather, we have to supply the goods to the people. We have to supply the goods to the people and we have to see that our goods are to be sold in the market. This is the thing that we will come across. Okay. Next. For those goods which are not of big usage, long-term usage, what they will do is they'll give a beautiful packing. They'll make a beautiful packing. And by seeing the packing, people they will be attracted and they want to go for that. And when you take into account, recently I observed, okay, all the Chinese people, they are throwing toys, cell phones, laptops, and all those things. Even crackers also they are throwing to India. And they want to sell the products. And if you take the genuinity of the product, they are very cheap. They are very cheap. People, what they are doing is, okay, they are going for the cheap commodities. They are not looking after their standards. They are not looking up their quality and nothing at all. We are getting the commodities at cheaper prices. Okay, let us buy. Let us keep them. Let us use them for some time being. After that, okay, again we have to go. This is nothing but a cyclical process that we are coming across. That's why all the Chinese products were banned. And when you take into account the whole world, all the people, all the country people, they are taking the Chinese products. And the Chinese products, what they are doing is, they are not selling the genuine products, please. They are not selling the quality products. In their own country only, they are selling the quality products. And whatever it may be, the cheaper or the second category or third category commodities, whatever they are manufacturing, they are throwing to other countries. And those people, they are purchasing those things and they are using them. And whenever there is any repair, they don't go for repairs. It's better to purchase a new commodity rather than going for this repairs. Like that, they are thinking and they are throwing to dustbins. It is not the question, please. When you purchase a commodity, it must be useful to you, okay, up to its life. Up to its life, you should not change that. You should not change that. You have to use that. And that product, it must give some satisfaction to you. It must be performed and it must be good. But thing is, people, in order to get profit amount, they are going for this unpaid trade practice. And this practices, whatever we come across, they must be curtailed. They must be controlled. Otherwise, it is difficult for any person to afford for this commodity, goods and services. Next, hooting or destruction of goods. This thing is also very, very important. Hooting or destruction of goods. Okay, when you go for this hooting or destruction of goods, you must inform to the consumers that this commodity is a destroyable commodity. It is a booting commodity. Like that, you have to give warnings, but no one, but no one. They are simply telling that, this commodity is very good. You buy this, purchase this. Okay, you are getting at a cheaper price. All these things, and you will get this much camera, this much this thing. For example, take cell phone. So people, what they will do is they will believe in their words. First of all, that thing they should remove. They have to see the quality. They have to see the quality, whether the product is good or not. Okay. In some newspapers, I read that when the cell phone is charged, it was bursted. What is this? It was bursted, and one person he died. What is this? When the product, okay, genuinely he believed that it is a good product, and he is using that. And man, like how other people they are doing this charging, that person also he charge, but all of a sudden, why should it blast? Because it is not a genuine product and it is not according to the standards fixed. Okay, ISA standards are there. Indian Accounting, Indian Standards Institution, ISA. Whenever we come across, we have to take into account this ISA symbol and we have to purchase. Like that, people they are telling. But how many people are you going for that? Very, very few people. And moreover, see the peculiarity. Some people they are just manufacturing the commodities, duplicate commodities, and they are using this ISI mark. That is, they are copying that. Now, who will see? Who will take care of this? And who will see? Like that, putting or destruction of goods, we should not encourage. Okay. Services also. Services also. Okay. When you take into account the Chinese this thing, Tic Tac, and before that, PUBG. Okay. PUBG. And all these things. Okay. They're giving good enjoyment, no doubt. But thing is, it is spoiling the intellectuality of an individual. People habituated to that, they will go further, further, further. And so many people, they are taking their lives. Small kids, Blue Whale, Tic Tac, PUBG, all these things. These are all nothing but the services that they provide, apart from booting or destruction goods. What will happen? Nothing will happen. If we play, okay, what is going to happen? People they are asking, what is going to happen? Nothing. The thing is, they are not the good things. I don't know how people they will take. Okay. And nowadays, people they are going for this touch screen cells. When you use this touch screen cells, okay, at one point of time, they're stuck. They're stuck. And people, they used to blame one another. You see, you're using the cell phone continuously, thereby it is not working, it is stucking. You should not see movies, you should not see any other things. In that case, it is better to stop those things. Okay. Manufacturing of spurious goods or offering such goods for sale or adopting deceptive practices in the provision of services. Okay. Manufacturing of spurious goods Okay, spurious goods. Already I told you about this spurious goods. This means goods and services which are claimed services which are claimed to be genuine, but they are not actually so. Spurious. Okay, when you see the commodity, it is good, but actually it is not in a workable condition. Okay, similarly, services also. They are providing services, deceptive practices in the provision of services. Deceptive. So when you want to provide a service, you have to provide open-heartedly and genuinely, but you should not go for deceptive services. Whenever you come across these deceptive services, automatically people they will get suffered. People they will get suffered. Okay, you will sell the commodities. Okay, you will sell the commodities, but the consumers they will suffer a lot. And in order to restrict this, in order to control the restrictive trade practices as well as unfair trade practices, this Consumer Protection Act came into existence. And in this Consumer Protection Act, we will have some councils. Okay, consumer protection councils. And these councils, they will take care of this, okay, restrictive trade practices or unfair trade practices and see that the consumer, he will get a good benefit. Will get a good benefit. So thereby, if one person, if he is punished, he won't do the same mistake or there won't be any repetition. And by seeing this person, the other persons, they will be very careful. We should not go for this. Okay, in this pandemic situation, people, they came to, some people, not all the people, I'm telling, some people, they came to understand that we have to ban the Chinese products. And whatever it may be, the products that are available in India, we have to go for that. Like Mr. Narendra Modi, he told that make in India. Make in India. We have to go for make in India products. Even though they are a little bit costly. So this is about the restrictive trade practices and unfair trade practices that we are coming across. And in the next class, we are going for, okay, consumer protection councils. Okay, what is the structure, what is the organization, and how the councils are formed, and in what way they are taking the actions against the persons who are involved in restrictive trade practices and unfair trade practices, and who are deceiving the people, the public, or the consumers. All these things will come to know in the next video class. Until then, have a nice day.